Welcome to the House of Cush, where the evolved hustlers come to learn more about astrology, rootwork, conjure, tarot, culture. And today, guys, we are tapping into the Cush Almanac, and it is dedicated to my evolved hustlers, my CEOs, my founders, my investors, my rootworkers, and my day traders. All right. Now, if you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate y'all for stopping through. And if you're an OG, you know I love you so. Thank y'all for continuing to support the tribe. Don't forget to follow, like, share, and subscribe, guys. Tell a friend and tell a friend. You never know who can help. Now, the messages today are going to be carrying Tuesday's energy, June the 2nd, but they are timeless, all right? So make sure you got your notes out so you know what's what. Now, very much giving transitional energy. The moon shifts from Sagittarius into Capricorn, and it's moving the collective from expansion and inspiration into discipline, structure, and execution. Now, Mercury has freshly entered Cancer, making communication emotionally driven, intuitive, and memory centered. It's very much giving build the foundation type of day, not a loud hustle, not reckless movement, but calculated positioning. The energy favors strategic planning, financial organization, tapping into your back end systems, emotional intelligence, disciplined execution, and long term thinking. Now, we're thinking about restructuring our goals, all right? By tonight, that Capricorn moon is pushing the collective towards realism, ambition, and responsibility. Now, the astrological climate for today with the moon moving into Capricorn again is giving the emotional body shift towards practicality and structure. Now, the energy for the collective is asking, what are you emotionally building? What are you actually building today, period? It's all about being focused on your long-term results. Are you craving stability? Are you focusing in on more serious and ambition driven results? Are you being emotionally reserved? That's the moon. Now, Mercury in Cancer gives you communication, but more emotionally intelligent and intuitive. People are listening for authenticity, sincerity, emotional safety, wisdom, leadership with substance. Now, you want to tap into your storytelling, your client conversations, building a relationship, emotional branding, vision planning, okay, hello Pinterest, and reconnecting with your why. I like Pinterest because it's not very much giving a status or thought. So I like to use that for my vision boards, and like when I think of the essence of doom scrolling, I be like, okay, let me get on Pinterest. And TikTok doom scrolling can do its thing too, y'all, because if your algorithm is built, you will be getting education and history and short form content, which again is another thing we need to be tapping into as well during this season, but not too much, not too ahead of myself. Now, the sun in Gemini going sextile Saturn is going to be one of the most productive aspects today. This is creating a mental discipline, a strategic clarity, and grounded thought process that gives organized communication and gives you the chance to do more mature decision making. Again, this is going to be tapping into your contracts, your business systems, your long-term plans, your budgeting, your refining workflow vibe, and you need to be mapping out your third quarter goals. Yes, staying ready so you do not have to get ready. Most of the time, business-wise, and I ain't going to hold y'all, I kind of be like up to this too, but it's very necessary. You never know what can happen, and if you kind of already can see the landscape of what's going to be going on, you can act when needed, you can relax, you can live your life. This is all about evolving your hustle, not staying in one stuck system, right? You're gonna make it work for you. Now, speaking of evolving a hustle, the forecast for the CEOs and founders today is about operational refinement. The focus areas we are tapping into is tidying back systems, organizing your finances, restructuring your workflows, delegating smarter, refining your message, and preparing for a scale. Do not confuse movement with progress. Yet again, we tapping straight back into that. You're winning more so if you are thinking more strategically, you're simplifying, and you're stabilizing. Your power move for today's CEOs is audit what drains your time but produces little revenue. Okay? Now, to my day traders and my investors, Today's astrology supports discipline over emotional trading. Okay, the Capricorn moon rewards your patience, your data analysis skills, your structure, and your ability to notice risk management. You want to avoid revenge trading, impulsive entries, and emotional reactions to vitality. So we still very much paying attention but not reacting. Our poker face, poker face. Shout out to Lady Gaga. Now, the best trading energy for today is going to be morning planning, watching key levels, protecting capital, and low emotion execution. When Mercury squares Neptune later on today, it's going to be like clouding your judgment a bit and creating a little bit of confusion around information or assumptions. You want to double check your charts, your entries, and your news before reacting, right? So know thyself and know thy enemy, basically. And for my spiritual entrepreneurs as well as my creatives, now you guys, today favors refining your offerings, editing your content, planning your launches, back-end organization, and authority building content. Not every day is a selling day. Some days are about architecture, and today is one of those days. All right. Now let's get into the roots and the herbs that we need to be focusing in on using today. All right. You can, whatever you use this herb for, which I'll give you a few little like advice, but always add your own little je ne sais quoi, okay? Do what works for you, basically. We got rosemary, which is my personal fave. Good for clarity, memory, focus, mental sharpness, and business wisdom. A suggestion I'll give you is you can burn this on charcoal or you can brew it into a floor wash for productivity. Now, let's get into cinnamon. Again, another personal fave, and we use this a lot at the beginning of the month. If you know, you know. You bring in prosperity, it promotes movement, momentum, success, and fast money energy. It's a masculine herb, and it is excellent in coffee, money bowls, candle work, and prosperity oils. It's very much multi-purpose, okay? But we're calling in those types of intentions with it today. Now, let's get into the bay leaf. Something very easy to find, something you probably already got. They're good for petitions, victories, strategic success, and manifestation. You want to write your financial goals, your contracts, your intentions, and your business milestones, and then burn it safely. Now, I could suggest writing, if it's too much to write, I would write it on my like brown petition paper, and then I would like kind of sprinkle a little bit of that bay leaf within that, you know, kind of let it burn together, but safely. Fire safety always, okay? Vetiver root, okay, I don't use this one often, but I have used it, and I'll say it's good for grounding, stability, long-term wealth, and nervous system regulation. All right, this is good for my founders who are feeling more mentally scattered. Another good thing is chamomile. Now this is a goodie that I use all the time. It's easy to find, and if you can't find it, a little hack is getting the tea and like opening the tea bags, especially for your baths and your stuff too. It's like less of a mess. Now, chamomile is good for luck, calming anxiety, abundance, and emotional steadiness. Now, this is good if you're doing trading, negotiations, or important meetings. All right, 11-1 on a timestamp. My best workings for today for y'all. Okay, road opening work, success candle rituals, prosperity baths, Saturn altar work, financial planning rituals, ancestor guidance offerings, business uncrossings, and confidence work. Now, I'm going to have a cute little power ritual for you guys on House of Cush Patreon. All right? Some light, some cute that you can, you know, kind of add your own little team to. All right? Now, I also have a few journal prompts and affirmations that I want to share. And again, you guys can look at all of these and put them into your daily practice on House of Cush Patreon. Become a member, okay? Now, the journal prompts for today that I think are going to be most advantageous for my tribe is, what legacy am I trying to build? You also want to ask yourself things like, what would emotional stability look like in my business? Now, in terms of affirmations, we got to get our declare and our decree on with, I declare and I decree, I move with strategy, not desperation. And so it is. I declare and I decree that I do not chase, I position. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Now, today is not about proving yourself. It's more so about positioning. Now, if you're looking for the Sagittarius moon, you want to think movement. And when we shifted into the Capricorn moon, it was all about results. So you need to slow down just long enough to build correctly. Again, I'm going to wear this down. Stay ready so you don't got to get ready. Okay? Now, let me look and see what are the vibes for the exact 0 degrees. Okay, we still existing in retrograde right now, so that Pluto in Aquarius is retrograde. Things are shifting and changing with the collective energy. There's a lot of focus happening about what was good for the gander and the goose back then and what might be not so great now. Now, the North Node in Pisces is retrograding, so be careful, like they said, of illusions and delusions. And this is also giving you a time to review things maybe that you learned in a previous cycle on a spiritual or creative level. We still got the full moon energy here. We've, in my area, we pushed over into Capricorn. Always check for your area on astro-seek.com. Like I said, the sun is sextile Saturn, so that's at 0 degrees. Again, giving you the blessings and the favor to show up as your true blue self and build something sustainable. We also got 0 degrees for Lilith, and Lilith is in Sagittarius, and it is Canute's Venus, which right now is in Cancer. So you're being given the free will to shift and change and look at things from a different perspective, taking those L's and turning them into lessons, right? Maybe taking a more philosophical approach to love and how you are to be loved, right? Your worth, your value, as well as the alignment between your financial partnerships and lovers, as well as friends. You know, Venus is way broader than a lot of people give it credit for, so take that into account when you are planning and doing things. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick little read, y'all, and if you guys find yourself resonating with this reading and you are looking for a few more points in strategy moments, click that link in my bio. For real, let's get to it. I love to strategize. I'm doing a little bit of personal strategy today. If you've been around, you know I'm shifting and pivoting, which I think is good. I feel like at this point we looking for results that also don't like compromise our like path, but also it's like, damn, I also don't want to suffer. Like, please, let's figure this out. And there's a way, there's a path to it, and I feel like we on our way. It's not the easiest thing I've ever done, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna hold you, but it's very much worth it. It's when I look back, I'm like, okay, that's cool, that'll do. It's been so humid. All right, let's open these words. Y'all want the bell? Hello. I got a cute bell, like randomly. All right, spirits, thank you so much for opening the doors for me on behalf of the collective. Thank you so much for covering and protecting us as we go on this journey, and thank you so much for the gift. You know, I don't abuse it, I honor it, I appreciate it, I love it, I respect it. Now, what guidance do you have for us today as we move forward? You know, we're going to do the elevated ancestors. So if this is, you know, for you, then this is your elevated ancestors tapping in. Sharing the light, making movements that mean something. I got the Daughter of Coins in the upright. Past energy. Now, there is a fight or flight. You could be dealing with some sort of somebody, some movement from the past. Somebody could have done something, and you're recognizing how this person thinks and how they execute things. You're realizing that they will do whatever. This could also involve a masculine energy. He could be a fire sign. He's coming out in the reverse. Be wary of a false leader here. I'm giving you an offer. They could be try to extend you an offer maybe 4 months ago. It could be a boss, somebody that abuses their positioning here. This person could be moving quite reckless and quite immaturely. There could be a child or someone younger involved in this group of people, or lack thereof, because this is 3 of Baskets in reverse. Somebody, you could have chosen not to collaborate with this person, and they could be extending you an offer here, but it looks like they're also dealing with a Empress in reverse. Aries could be significant from the past that you need to be discerning about. So there's a duo here that you need to watch. There's a materialistic energy, very not nurturing energy. Somebody just really doesn't give a damn, to be honest. Yeah, they'll do whatever. There's a sense of failure surrounding this within the past 6 days. Somebody, they could have tried to do some sort of manipulation or baneful magic to you. It could have been in the form of your business. They could have been trying to reach some sort of business goal, or they could have been doing this for a while with the 8 of coins. They are quite delusional. They could be using drugs or illegal substances, like where it resonates, but this is what's taking all of their money. Ooh, it's not funny, but it's ironic. Yeah, there seems to be quite an investment here. You guys could have a long history, 10 years or more, and quite recently they've discovered that maybe there's some gossip going on here, and you could be battling this. Emperor could be battling some gossip, some hidden enemies. Yeah, presently, somebody be dealing with some misfortune surfacing from the past, and again, the need to make a decision or to recognize that it is what it is. Libra is very significant, and it could be delaying your movement, maybe delaying some sort of action for the past 2 days. It's kind of sitting you into hermit mode. Maybe that's what they want you to do. Yeah, they want you to stay in hermit mode for a while, because maybe you got some ideas or some beliefs here that you need to be moving on from. Okay, there's something you need to move on from, and maybe there's a lie here. We still picking up on that lie and that back end of someone saying that they could help or change a financial situation, and again, moving with such vigor and loyalty, but still missing a few things with the 2 of Swords, missing some sort of action that somebody's taking. They could be acting unstable, like they don't want to build, like they're not interested in fulfilling a wish or desire. And again, you decided not to fight this because maybe you see it as a weakness. You're walking away emotionally, which is fine, because now you're in harmony with what's really in front of you. Now collectively, a earth sign masculine here, he's coming out in the reverse. Could be a Taurus. This person's in your energy right now. He's done something illegal. Libra, we still picking up on that energy, and now this may be delaying this person from coming towards you and mending a relationship. They've been quite irresponsible over the past 2 years, and this is warning you need to be protective over your energy over the next 9 days. This person could be making some sort of decision, or they could have decided or planned something with the Mother of Sticks, and now they seem to have or somebody's having a hard time letting go of the fact that they shouldn't be investing in this anymore. Somebody is maybe looking for a little bit of help. They could be looking for some help here over the next few days being 9 for specifically for someone. They looking for some help, and they trying to figure out something. This person could be sick, or there could be a breakup here happening. Aquarius, there's an Aquarius mother figure also. You intuitively knew. Maybe you could have told this person things weren't going to plan. You told them not to take this journey, but something's changed, and maybe the survival of the relationship is up to pat. But you need to know they haven't changed the way they think. This person is still up to their same old tricks. With the 7 of knives here, they maybe 11 on the timestamp. Somebody's losing a job, an opportunity, or they lost it over the past 3 years, and this person is not telling you this. Again, here we are with the comfort. Somebody finds comfort in the toxicity of a family member. It could possibly be a Scorpio in the near future. Ooh, the ancestors is gossiping today. I ain't even gonna hold you. In the near future, possibly there's a Sagittarius masculine. He could be a father figure here. This person seems to be quite emotionally manipulative, so you need to be mindful of him, as well as a mother of knives, an air sign feminine. She's coming out in the reverse. This person refuses to take some sort of risk or gamble here. Maybe things that you haven't studied or know about, you don't need to be worried about them. Yeah. This is for someone. There's no money in being a false prophet. This is not the season for that shit, alright? Yup, 3 of Sticks in reverse for some of y'all. In less than 3 days, somebody's going to be called to make a sacrifice. Pisces, somebody could be sending some sort of message here that they are not stable and they need to see that it is as a result of some previous actions. Could have had to do with a father figure. This person could be an air sign masculine, and somebody could have planned a breakup. Yeah, they did. They planned a breakup. They always knew what it was, and they knew that this would slow you down. So maybe you were avoiding seeing this because there seems to be a heavy illusion that was placed. Ooh, Cancer season is very significant for some of y'all. Yeah, it's like certain things that went down, your spirits are saying, okay, maybe you didn't have a full role in it, but at the end of the day, it's kind of like your responsibility to recognize where, maybe you sat too long in certain spaces and places, and the quicker you remedy from that, the better. Offers, yeah, you want to be thinking long term right now, and you can't do that staying rooted in the past, like action wise. Yeah, healing is necessary for you to have your way this month. Yeah, an Aquarius here. You could be realizing maybe you're walking away from an Aquarius emotionally, Sun, and the blessing in this is the options are now limitless, all right? Confirmation, but the options are limited over the next, like, 5, 6, 7 months. You never know what you're going to get. But this tower in itself is a 6 of Wands, and we still popping up with it. Like, you need to end this partnership and this contract because it was unfair from the beginning. Libra energy, yeah, it was a burden that you shouldn't have to carry. You should be 10 of Cups in the upright. And you've been fighting for this life. You've been fighting for this, like, whole fulfillment. And now that you've exposed some sort of deception here, there could be a bit of shame. And, maybe this person left you out in the cold. They left you out without support. But it helped you learn, and because you've been patient, you knew not to be upset maybe when you were younger, but maybe you didn't follow your intuition, but those things unearthed that, and now it gives you the opportunity to fix it. All right, you're being given a chance to fix the situation within the next 9 days by not reacting compulsively and not accepting offers that don't align with you, or not accepting offers before you think about how they align with your personal life, because you are responsible for how you move forward. You know what's up. It's your life. Don't allow people to control your fortune, your karma. Keep temperance, stay balanced. Sagittarius, there's some sort of revelation of plan here, and now they're slowing down. Somebody's money is looking funny. Yes, they stuck, baby. Stuck until they do the right thing. Yep, there we go with that. Somebody could have taken an action over the past day, and they could have betrayed you, and now that you are moving forward, they retracted their assistance. They honestly just don't have it. They could be in a court case or something. This is why they're moving the way they're doing. This person could have spearheaded some sort of spell within the last 2 weeks, and you're going to be revealed this, or you're going to realize this in 2 weeks, that you shouldn't move forward, and you're going to see the weakness in this person and why y'all 3 of Pentacles in reverse shouldn't work together with this group of friends. Yeah, don't do this. You'll be satisfied doing it your own. You could build this up on your own, honestly, because you're the Empress. I know this way. I'm going to lead it. They gossiping today, y'all. I'll probably go live later. We'll see. Because they got a lot to freaking say. I have to stop because it's like, y'all know, whoa. Cancer season is very, very significant. I'm going to keep saying it. Yup, somebody is being very hateful from your past, but it's because they're more so afraid of anything. This person could be sick and they could be dying. Oh, that's heavy. That got heavy quick, didn't it? This could be a Scorpio. Things have changed. Pisces is significant. So now that you've evolved, you kind of know to follow your instincts when it comes to this relationship, and you've decided not to talk to this person. You no longer can take or consume this energy. This is is a win for you, because this person was going to destroy you. They could be from your past. They were going to destroy your peace. So you've been kind to this person. Maybe you were kind enough to tell them some sort of secret, and whoever this Capricorn is, this person, they could be they could have struck a deal maybe with their family or your family, somebody's energy. Yeah, they were trying to hide their true, like, aura. They wasn't trying to reveal that to you. But something is coming to the surface, and they aren't happy about it. It could be dealing with a spirit. A spirit. Somebody needs to take care. Somebody needs to give some sort of offering to their spirit. Whatever spirit you're using in your company, you need to do it. The energy is weak surrounding that person, and in order for you to shift the narrative, yeah, there's this energy. Yeah, you need help. Somebody is wearing a mask. Gemini energy here. Gemini season. Ooh. Destroy the mask. The mask is destroyed is also what I'm picking up. There's this younger Scorpio you could have grown up with. They could be playing games. You decided not to collaborate with this person, and it was wise because they were observing you, and you were in danger of not being able to provide. And they know, somebody knows that they don't have the inspiration. This person's very, like, weak. They may show you courage, but this person's trapped. And believe what they showed you the first time, okay? Continue to have patience. This person's intentions are to build some trust, but to exaggerate power. They're quite reckless, actually, because your blessings, they can't trick you. That's one of your blessings. Yeah, they can't trick you into working with them, and do not let them. Work is a very big focus today for you guys. Work, 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 work. And we already talked about this, so that's pretty much just confirming what the spirits had to say in the astrology transits as well. So I'm gonna leave it at that, y'all. Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. 1 month is very significant. Thank you, spirits. I'm gonna close that road. Thank you so much for allowing me to stand here on behalf of the tribe. And yeah, what y'all think? How y'all feeling in the comments about today's energy? Let me know what's up. Now, again, I am available. I appreciate y'all and love you, mean it. I got a little bit of content and strategy to do myself, but I'm here if you need me, okay? And if you're a DIYer, that's cool too. House of Cush Patreon is available. Digital Grimoire, herb, check that out. We got the good teams, okay? All right, y'all. Make sure y'all turn y'all notifications on, and most definitely sign up for my email list. Okay, bye.